Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about what I did for my final project this semester. What I decided to do was start with a blank canvas and to take a picture of my front yard with the snow, and then I took a bunch of different pictures with my dog while we played outside, so I got a bunch of different movement and facial expressions and different leg movements, and I sorted through those and chose a few to use to place on my photo and then add different effects to them and see what I could come up with. So when I started, this was what I had, and this was the shot I decided to use for my yard. As you can see, it looks a little blurry slash paint strokey. That's because I have applied a filter to it, um, and it gave that effect, and I thought that was really cool because it looked like somebody had painted my front yard. And next, I applied this photo of my dog jumping. In the original photo, there's a soccer ball in the air, so you can see that. And so I thought that was really cool. It gives good movement, and this was the photo I decided to use for my large visual aspect of the photo. Next, I added some shadows, and here I lightened the opacity and the fill because the shadow's not going to be completely black, and I thought I did a good job blending this in. I used the smudge tool around her legs here, as well as in the back, to make it have a natural look, not like it was just drawn onto the snow. Next, I added a little puppy in the background. I kept her eyes glowing, if you can tell, because it just looks like she's staring down your soul. And I also used the quick selection tool as well as the lasso tool to do all my selecting and picking them out from their photographs to crop and place into this image. I also used the clone tool around her body to blend in the trees and the snow. Next, I added another dog in the corner with shadow as well. And here, her face, the way she's looking up at the larger dog, it is kind of like the shock, like, oh my goodness, it's this giant monster. And I liked that. And so, what I did with this photo is when I was placing it, I reversed it. So her face was looking more up at that angle, and then I tilted it as well, and that turned out very nicely in my opinion. And lastly, I added one more dog right here. She's jumping, trying to catch her soccer ball, and I decided to use this one as the protagonist, I guess you could say, in the photograph. And I added shadow and flames to this one, and I lightened the opacity and the fill on the flames, so it was still bright, but it wasn't obnoxiously bright to where it looked like it was completely just plopped right on the photograph. And I used the smudge tool to blend the flames so it looked like they were coming out of her mouth, which I think I did a good job. And the flames are shooting in a good direction. And overall, I like how it turned out. So I'm really proud of the overall look of the photograph. I made sure to apply the filter to it, to every layer, and then I flattened the layers together and saved it. I think I learned a good amount in this class throughout the semester. Definitely something I would recommend people who are taking marketing to take this class as well. It's very useful. This definitely would have been really helpful had I taken this before I had started the job that I was in, because we use Photoshop quite frequently, and a lot of these techniques would definitely have made things a lot easier. um, Definitely recommend. There were some really good photographs from other people throughout this semester. So good job, everybody. Hope you keep improving on your skills as well as I hope I do. And let's see. I guess the only thing I would say about my photograph that I wish I had done a little bit better would be the shadows on the two smaller dogs. I don't know, they just don't look as good as the first one. But I really like the flames shooting out of her mouth. And the snow coming down on the big dog, it blends in with the overall winter in the background. And I like it. So, thank you for watching.